Hey everybody, happy Sunday. I am your host today. My name is Shannon Hudson for those who don't know me. Yes, I'm coming in today. I hope that everyone is having a good time. I'm just waiting on my guest to arrive. And then we're going to get started. Yes, yes. I got the heat on. I hope everybody nice and warm. Make sure y'all can hear me. Hey, everybody. Hi. Hey, Angel. Hey. Can everybody hear me okay? Angel, all you have to do is accept and you're on. Hey.
Hello, how are you?
Hello there. Hello. Hi. Can you hear and see me okay?
Hear you and I can see you. Thank you. How are you?
Okay, so great. I am good. So, first of all, let me say how excited I am to speak with you. Like, this is an awesome opportunity, and I'm glad that I am here to be able to host the show. And we're going to just get right in it. So, can we first start off by asking, what is your beautiful name?
My name is Angel Dixon. Thank you for asking and having me today.
Yes. And Angel, we're going to get back right into the questions because this is going to be an awesome and excellent interview. We claiming it. So, who do you work for?
I currently work with Fidelity Investments, helping people with their 401ks and making sure that they're secure in their future. I love working there because I get to talk to people that look like us and have them have a sense of ease knowing that I can talk to them and it doesn't make them feel like I'm speaking to them to make them feel less than, but I'm here to educate. Not all of us were fortunate to have people educate us when we were younger. And I know what I wish I know now. You know, it's always that saying, if I knew now what I knew when I was 20, the things that I would have done and how I would have invested in myself when I was younger. So I just want to make sure that I'm able to teach that to people that look like me so that, and my children as well, both have started investing in their futures. So it's really important to me to continue to learn to be able to teach that so that the teach one and then they could teach one, each one teach one. I forgot how that goes, but and then they teach two other people because I think it's important for us to be able to start doing that.
Oh, that is so awesome, and thank you so much because I am an advocate of financial literacy. I love financial literacy, and it's an awesome thing when it could be, us helping out the masses of our color, our people. I mean, even with helping out to educate about the 401k, because some people don't really understand the system. So it's awesome that you were able to help, people out. So, so kudos to you, my dear. Yes.
When I get people, I'm not really sure how old you are, in your 30s.
36.
People in, my age, a little bit older than 30, that call me daily that don't have a clue what a 401k even is. So it's nice to be able to help people with that.
Yes, that is so awesome. So definitely just educating and letting people know about what opportunities are out there. That's a big thing. And thank you again for the services. So tell me about some other things that you do. Some other things. I'm going to let you choose which one you want to speak about because you are so awesome with multiple. So go ahead, take it away.
Of adventures in my life. I recently I say recently, but it'll be 5 years in January. I can't believe time has gone by so fast, but I just moved back to Texas 5 years ago, come in January, but I lived in Los Angeles for a very long time. And when I was in Los Angeles, I was able to own my own. Well, my ex-husband and I had an event company, but he was a chef. So I had that going on for 14, 15 years. And then after we divorced, I had my own event planning company. So I was very fortunate to be able to do that in Los Angeles. Had intentions on starting that over when I came to Texas, but the recession, the COVID hit, and so everything was kind of shut down shortly after I moved here. So that never came into play. So that's how I ended up working a couple different places, but then ended up landing at Fidelity, which I love. I've been bartending for over 20 years, but both bartending and event planning, when they say do what you love, that came to me out of being at parties and ending up being behind the bar creating drinks. I used to call them Angel's apple martinis, that you were guaranteed after 2 or 3 of those you were good for the night. And then that's when I took mixology classes so that I can learn how to really hone in on that craft. And then I was doing events for people all the time, and I always ended up in the kitchen and helping clean up and doing their events. And one of my girlfriends, who was an attorney, was like, this is a business. Like, why are you not like running this like a business and making money off of it? I was like, I just like having fun with people and making sure that they have fun. She goes, this is a business. You can make money. So she helped me to really stop it from just being a hobby and making money off of it, which I love. And I do hope that I eventually can get back to that. But right now, you know, with everything in the world, the way it kind of been with COVID and everything, I didn't really get back into that. So I just kind of been working, but we don't know what the future holds.
That's right. Now, I do have a question
Sure.
about the event planning. I have a sister who is a wonderful chef, but she doesn't like working with other services when she runs stuff because now I want to ask you, are you like that?
No. So I've always been in the service industry. I have 26 years of, no, well, not 26, so 22 years of being in pharmacy. Mm-hmm. So I was a manager of a private pharmacy in Marina Del Rey, California for 18 years. And in that time, I've always serviced people. So when my ex-husband became a chef and he didn't want to work for anyone, he wanted to own his own company. Great, let's open up this catering company. And I was always doing the paperwork and meeting the people and getting all that taken care of, where all he had to do was show up and cook. So I took care of everything, from helping the brides to being or getting ordained, so I can do the weddings. So I actually officiate weddings, and so, you know, throwing the bachelorette parties and
Right.
I'm supposed to use Playboy business on the side as well, because it incorporated with my bachelorette parties. So I just kind of did all of that together. And it was just something that I really loved, making sure that other people had fun. So you have to take the good with the bad. You have your bridezillas, but you just have to figure out how to speak to them in order to be able to deal with them. I give you your options that we have in front of you. So that way we understand boundaries from the very beginning. So I don't really have people that push back on me too much. My personality doesn't really allow for that. However, I'm very loving and giving and inclusive. So they feel that as well. They know that, you know, Mama Angel gonna help walk you through it. Not gonna get too out of line now.
Right. That's right, Mama Angel.
I actually enjoy doing that part.
Yes. That's awesome. So I have one more question about this. Now, I am very curious about that dynamic duo situation with ex-husband. So how did that kind of, how did you kind of work that out with him, that like, or approach him about becoming the caterer for your events?
Well, it wasn't that. He was a chef. He was trained from Le Cordon Bleu, and he's an amazing chef. And he wanted to own his own company. And let's do it. So we bought supplies and got a name and bought a website and business cards. And fortunately, a lot of our business came because of me being in the pharmacy. So a lot of my patients that ended up being my friends over 18 years, whenever they would do events or want events, of course, they come to me. So drug reps that would be doing lunches for the doctors in the building right behind my pharmacy, they wanted luncheons for the doctor's offices. They came to me and my husband prepared it. So it just worked out that way. It ended up not being the best thing for our relationship. Several factors. So it ended up not being the best thing for us. I'm a very strong personality, and so is he. So we ended up not being able to figure out a way to work it out together without it clashing too much. So it didn't work out for us best in the end, but I wish him the best in his endeavor. He's an amazing chef, and the father of my children.
Yes, yes. Beautiful. And guys, she used the wonderful method of using your network to change your net worth. That's what I like about the situation. So listen, let's get into your babies. Yes, your son. Tell us about your son and his music career.
So he's trying to get his music career off the ground. You'll hear him in the shower singing. From Sam Smith to don't tell anybody this on Facebook Live. He will sing Taylor Swift, or he will, Legend, John Legend. Luther. He's listened to a lot of Luther. But then, don't get it wrong, he has his Snoop Dogg and his Tupac, and he's more so a rapper. I really wish he would really tap into his singing because he has a beautiful voice. So just really trying to get him to really understand the amount of work it puts for him to make that dream come true. He's also kind of an introvert, so I think he's kind of afraid of, if he did do something major and like actually record that first record, what would happen or what could happen for him. But he's only 19 too, so he has time to kind of figure it out.
Yeah, most of the time, it's just tapping in and belief, and I'm glad that he has a mom that can understand that, and you want that for him. It's not a go against them thing. It's more as I want you to do this.
I want him to do what he wants to do, and if that's what, then that's great. He's also an amazing video gamer, so if to stay behind his controller and make money that way, if we can figure out a way for him to make money playing video games, then I'm here for that too, because I know there's a huge industry in that. I just haven't figured out how exactly to tap in. I haven't met the right person to teach us how to help him tap into that, because he has people that blows up his phone trying to, when are you getting on? Like, where are you? Like, they're calling him while he's asleep, waiting for him, because he leads their group. So when they're playing, I don't even remember the game they played, but it's like a team of like 6 or 8 of them, and missions, and he's the leader, and he's telling them, which, I have to say sometimes, like, stop talking to people like that. It's just fun. Dude, like, you're not watching my safety. Kind of like, but he's still playing, and he's like top scorer, and he's amazing at it. So he currently works at Amazon, and he in less than 6 months he got his first little promotion, because he's so good at the beginning position of being a picker, and that came from video games. Him actually being able to see what he needed and pick it and get it in the right cart and not making any errors. So that video game play actually taught him and helped him with his job at Amazon. So that was great. So that was actually amazing. So
yes, I love that. I love that so much, how he just takes his mind, just took what he learned from the games to actually use it in real life. And some people think that is a waste of time to play video games, but he used that as a positive. So we're going to go on to your next baby, your daughter. Tell us about your daughter being a scientist. I like this. I love science.
yes. So she is amazing. Both of them are amazing in their own right. Funny, we used to go to family therapy, and the therapist asked us on our first meeting to introduce ourselves, and my son said, "I'll do it." He goes, "I'm Joel." And he says, "That's my sister Danny, and she's the smart one, and I'm Joel, I'm the cool one, and that's mom and dad." But it was just amazing the way he introduced us, out there. It was so funny, but it's true. My daughter is absolutely amazing. She is just that short of being an absolute genius. She has always been great with education and loved education. When she was a baby, 3, she used to make us read story after story after story, and then I used to try to skip pages when I was tired of reading. No, and she would back the book up, like, you missed this page, because she memorized the books. So she is currently working at UT Southwestern, which she has for 4 years. This is going to be her, or 5 years. This is going to be her 9th year working in research. She was actually the first ever freshman African American
Right.
to be inducted into a research lab in the University of Puget Sound. So she is amazing. She didn't come home her first 2 years of college because she worked. They hired her to work throughout the summer doing research. She actually went to Cornell the second year, her sophomore year, she went to Cornell to work with the research group at Cornell. So now she is currently, like I said, working full-time at UT Southwestern. She's also in school, finishing the last of her prereqs that she has to do, and she's finished in May, and she will be doing grad school in 2024. So she's going to get her PA license in grad school. In addition to all of that and being an amazing, loving child, she also has opened up her own swim school. So she teaches private swim, and it's called Just Keep Swimming. And so she goes to people's home and she teaches them, besides water safety, she teaches them how to swim. She is looking forward to where she had Olympic dreams, but that didn't work out for her because her brain took over. She is looking for, that kid that wants to be in Olympics, that she can have that dedicated kid to actually continue to help grow and learn and refine their skills to actually maybe get to the Olympics one day. But she's amazing. She loves the water. When she was 2 years old, maybe just under two, we were taking her to my mom's, and my mom lived in an apartment complex that had a pool. And we're walking in with her, and next thing you know, she goes to jump in the water. And my ex-husband had to grab her, and so she didn't plunge in the water. And so we said right then and there, okay, swim. She has to get into swimming. So she's been in the water since she was 2. We started with Mommy and Me classes, and she is like a dolphin. She loves the water. So she loves giving back to children, and she's trying to create her own hair products line because she has amazing hair, and you know what the chlorine can do to our hair, and then having to wash her hair 3 and 4 days a week because she's in the pool that often. So she's trying to create swim caps and a hairline for swimmers for African American people or people of color.
Yes, that is so awesome, and that is so just great that she's trying to give back. I know with children, they do need to learn how to swim, and it's been a lot of accidents that they don't, because they don't know how to swim. Time hasn't been invested that they actually drown, and it's so tragic. So I love what she's doing with her life, especially with the hair care. I'm 4C,
Right.
so I really don't get I don't get in the water as much as I would like to, and I love to swim myself. So that is so awesome that she's coming out with a line, and hopefully, prayerfully, it'll be on the shelves because a girl need it. I want to go swimming. YMCA to understand the struggle.
Well, maybe she will create the perfect swim cap. So
Yeah,
all of that swim cap
yeah,
her hair, so the swim caps fall off of our head. So but yeah, she is trying to figure out. I always often say, in my perfect world, when I'm asked, what do you think about this? Well, in a perfect world, this is kind of how I would like it to go. Right. So in her perfect world, she would finish her PA license and she would do surgery in the mornings. And once she gets her surgeries over, because that's 5 in the morning, and then she's done by 1 in the afternoon, and then she's going to go to the swim school because she's going to own her own swim school, and she's going to have practice for the kids when they come home from school. But it's going to be like a home where they can come and do their homework. And there's going to be an indoor pool for the winter and then outdoor pools. So she has a whole complete plan. We're just looking for the land for us to be able to do that.
yes. I'm so excited for you guys. I'm so excited for her that she's taking control over her life and fulfilling her life because most don't. And she knows her direction, and she's actually using her gift in order to prosper. So I love that. I love talking about that. So I could talk to you forever because this interview is just so awesome, and there's so much sauce that you're giving. So let me ask you, if there was one thing that you would like to tell anybody else, any type of wisdom, anything, what would you say?
life is hard sometimes and it can knock you down. You just can't give up and realize that everything really does happen for a reason. But you just can't give up. It's often said that we, as Black women, single mothers, we don't have time to get sick, and we don't have time to stop. And it's true. However, take care of your mental health, because it's really, really important. Because if you can't take care of yourself, you can't pour in anything positive to anyone around you. So mental health is really, really important, not just for yourself, but of course for your children, making sure that they're mentally okay. And learn to be able to, which I'm learning as a mother of adults. It's different when you're parenting children, but when you're parenting adults, that adult child parent relationship is completely different. So, you may have to go off and you might say,
Right.
might have a little, might have a four-letter word, but I can come back and I can apologize. And don't be afraid to be humble and be able to not apologize and be human in front of your children. It took me therapy to realize that my children didn't need to see me as Superwoman. They needed to see me as a human. And now I can cry, and I cry probably too much, but
Oh, good.
see me as a human. They don't just see me as Superwoman mom. But they do know my cape is in the closet. My cape's.
That's right. That's right. I love that. And I'm going to take that with me too, because my children is like that also. So I just want to ask, through everything that you do, with you, and everything that you have going on, do you think that that everything that you want can be accomplished, and would you do anything, positive in order to get whatever things need to be met, far as skills, far as being a better mother, starting up that business again? Would it be something that you would consider?
Absolutely. I'm definitely here to start the business again now that my children are adults. There's a lot of things that are getting written. My son's graduated from high school, and he's now been on his job for a year. So now it's time for me to start stage 2 of my life. After my divorce, I'm now starting to take applications and run that FICA score and check out that. Taking applications for that. I'm not afraid to open up my business again. I'm here to support my children in whatever they choose to do, but I'm not afraid to continue to learn. So that's what I think that we should all not be able to do, is continue to learn and to move forward, and then learn from the mistakes that we've made and just not make them again. Just use them as lessons for ourselves.
Oh, yeah. So I definitely agree with you. And I thank you so much. I'm going to give a hand clap. I thank you so much for your time and for this interview, you guys. This is Mix Dixon. She is here. She gave her whole testimony on how she has children that is out there and they want to do better, their music careers, and how she's standing up and even going in to give us a little thing, like a little section about being a single mother. I didn't expect that. So I love that. So guys, this is the end of the podcast. I think everybody for being here. I am just so excited for the next one. And is there anything else that you would like to say?
I think we had a great day today, and I really appreciate
Yeah.
I really appreciate you.
No problem. So guys, you got to catch us on the next one. I'll be sending out some things to let you know, some updates on when we'll be on again. So I want to thank everybody again for attending. And you know what I'm about to say. I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Bye.